Good morning, people. Today's walk's going to be the Head of Langdale. 6 Wainwrights, around 12 miles and about 7 to 9 hours. She's got a sheep staring me out there. So we left fairly early this morning, around 4 AM, to get here to get parking in the lay-bys, but everywhere's full, man. It is bank holiday weekend and the whole of the lay-bys, the free parking's gone. We had to park in a National Trust and pay $7.50 and that was half full. There's just people everywhere. Obviously, it must be because of the bank holiday, but I think this is a good place to wild camp. I have done Crinkle Crags and Bowfell years back in my younger days, but can't remember any of it. But it looks fantastic around here and it's going to be a good day for it. Got the views already. Just gone 6 AM. Looks like a good one this, though. I'm looking forward to it. I've always wanted to do Crinkle Crags again. So you can just see in the background here, Pike of Blisco. That's one of Dom's least favourite mountains in the lakes. She probably just got scared up there, like it was funny. Nearly had a panic attack. Just talking about it then, laughing. But I love this area, man. It's class around here. Just like the way it's set out, you know what I mean? The 6 mountains today are quite high. They're all over 650, so I do prefer the higher ones. Just get better views and everything around. Scenery's sick, man. So we're about to head up to Pike of Blisco now. Looks fairly steep, not too bad, but a lot of the ascents early on from what I could see, and then it's up and down in the middle. Not a major though. It's only 1400 for the day, I think. About halfway up now. Sun's starting to come up. Starting to get very warm now. It's meant to be 22 degrees today and cloud-free summits all day, so what you want, can't ask for much more than that. Look at the views though. That path feels so long. Feels like we've been on it for ages. Just all the way up. And it's quite flat now, but we've got to go up there now. Lovely round here though, man. See Crinkle Crags and Bowfell over there in the background where we'll be going later. Not too far away. Oh, mate, fantastic up here. So we're at a cross section. We've got to head up here to Pike of Blisco and then we'll return later on. Not much left to go up. Currently at 2.5 miles and an hour and 15 minutes, so not too bad. We're moving quite fast actually. It's the boulder field, isn't it? So the path should turn left here. This is naff deceiving on the GPS. We thought we were really close, but it's not. And you've got to ascend even more. And then all the way back down. But we're getting there. Just picking away bit by bit. And it's just like boulder fields here. There's a little shelter. Pike of Blisco, 705 metres. Sweaty one coming up there, man. There's people everywhere as well. There's routes coming up that way. I think that's where these have come from. Look at them views, man. Little shelter. Oh mate, there's where we've got to go in a minute. So you can see the bridge there where we came over earlier on. We're parked over there somewhere. This is one of the best fells in the Lake District for me. Views are stupid. Look at that, mate. Ridiculous. Now I say it every week, but this is mad. I think it's even better that the sun's just come up. It just feels high, even though it's not massive. Oh my god. Them views are fucking nuts.
Look at them clouds.
That's mad, isn't it?
That's insane.
This is one of the best, mate, honestly.
I think I'm alright. I think I could go home now.
I swear, but like, nah, them others are going to be sick, you know. It's up there, this fell, man. I'd stay here all day if I could, but needs must, man. And we're heading down where those people are and up over them ways. See the path going up. But good start to the day. Is it going to be beaten? I don't know. I hope so, but I can imagine Bowfell is going to be sweet. Nearly back down. Yeah, to go back up. Making our ascent up to Crinkle Pike. Doesn't look like a lot of ascent, to be fair. So we've just split off the main rocky path up towards Crinkle Crags, and we're going to Crinkle Pike over these ways, and major bog. You can't really see the path, but there is one here. Oh yeah, you can see it there just in front. It's quite muddy and boggy. A lot of people have just went that way, probably over Crinkle Crags into Bowfell, but we've got to do a little left here.
The path you take come down?
Yeah. Crinkle Pike, 701 metres. Ooh. Nice walk up there. Wainwright has said this got 3 cairns, but this is the main one on the GPS. You can see there's one there over there, and must be one somewhere else. But yeah, cool up here. Some views there. Apparently we're going up to Crinkle Crags via a path through the grass on the left. That's where we was coming up before, nice and easy one, but we'll take the left one, keep it interesting. And here's where we was this morning. Me being me and being a bit sad, I've got to go to the second cairn just to make sure. Actually looks lower, but I'm gonna go anyway. That other one was quite cool though, to be fair. Oh, it's a bit boggy down here, water everywhere. Cairn 2. I don't think I'm going to the third one over there, give that a miss. On our way over to Crinkle Crags, just read in the Wainwright book that apparently there's 5 summits up here, as it's like the humps, but the highest point is the 4th one from the north. But I can work that out in the GPS. Nice blanket of cloud coming in here, out of nowhere. As long as it's not on Crinkle Crags when we're up there. So there's the nice and easy path where everyone else was walking. We're on this one. The route did say come on this path, but I'd probably just go back that one if I was doing it again. Just go up the nice and easy one. This is too boggy. It's wet, very wet. I can feel the water splashing up on my legs. Not the best, if I'm honest. You live and learn. But we're about to join the normal one again in a second. It just wipes your energy, this stuff. an easy one. Them grass pats aren't fun. Starting to get busy.
Like so many in?
Yeah, it's halfway in. Just before the main summer, the bad step. He's a piss, this. That looks mad. Need to have a look at that. Fantastic. So here's one of the summits, South Top, 834 metres. But the main one's over there in the distance. So here's the famous bad step on Crinkle Crags. Tom's going to take the left route, she doesn't fancy it. But I'm going to have to go up that. Done it years ago when I was a kid, so assuming I can do it again. Not so bad. I've got to come back for it. Easy peasy, mate. Cloud's starting to come in. Not so bad, mate. Bit like the chimney on Helvellyn. And the main summit's up here. Here's another cairn. That's 2 of them. There's one in front. And there's Dom, just come down the other path. I think this is the main one, according to my GPS. Crinkle Crags main summit, the highest one, 859 metres. Mad one, man. Wish the cloud wasn't here, but it is what it is, as they say. That bed step was fun anyway, and having to come back down to get the GoPro. Boss up here, just that cloud needs to go, but I don't think it's going to. And we've got to head on to Bowfell next. But it's been a good one, this boss walk. Not actually sure where them other 2 cairns are, but you get the gist of it. Highest point.
Massive cloud.
It would have been a lot more easier if I could see, but now I can't see anything. Well, that looks like a nice route up. There's another cairn, 822 metres. Gunson Knot. And look at this. Ooh. Ridiculous views, that. Wow. There's another cairn. Maybe that's the 5. Let me know if you've done Crinkle Crags. Is this the 5 summits? I'm even thinking the one I was getting a picture on wasn't even the right one. I think it was the one before, but who knows. We've come across 5 of them now on our travels along here, so maybe it is. But let me know in the comments if you know.
If you know, I'll know.
But I must have summited the highest one at one point, so who knows. Being fun anyway, looking for them. I know, spent half the day on Crinkle Crags. Well, it was a good bit of fun anyway. Bowfell's looking very inviting.
It's just my worst nightmare.
It actually looks close, but I know it's not. Yeah. At least it's cleared anyway. Hopefully it stays like this. It's looking good over there. Starting to feel tired now. We're about halfway through the walk as well. But it's the last big ascent of the day. Not miles off the summit. Clouds coming in again. You can just see the summit coming into shot. That was tough, mate, after you've done 7 mile. Just takes you out of you when you've been walking for a few hours. So we're going to get some lunch up there, refuel before the last 2.
No, wait, no, it is, it's that.
The Great Slab.
Yeah, big slab of rock.
Apparently this is called the Great Slab here. It is quite a big slab, that.
That is a large slab.
Yeah, it is a big slab.
Like donkey up Shrek when he goes, that is nice boulder.
They got a cairn?
I think so.
Don't know, maybe it hasn't. I sort of expected a cairn and just wasn't one.
Where's that getting on there?
So that was Bowfell we've just been on, 902 metres. Wainwright had just said it was just a field of boulders and there wasn't a cairn, so we just sat up there, had some lunch then, and obviously the view's non-existent, and still is, as we're heading down to the next one. So we've got 2 more left. It's a bit of a disappointment, Bowfell, if I'm honest. I've been wanting to go up for yonks, but I just love a good summer cairn, mate, and there was nothing up there. And obviously the view didn't help. But it's always the way, the ones I always want to go up, we always get a bad view.
We have to go off. Is that the waterfield going to Scarfell?
That is, there's summit, it says it's just colourful rocks. Esk Pike, 885 metres. So it says on Wainwright's book that it's just colourful rocks, no actual cairn, but someone's built a little thing there. We'll climb to the top here. You'll have to summit the highest point.
That's a good plateau. Have they got deck chairs?
Ah, there's the fake cairn. Actually pretty sick, to be fair.
Yeah, it's far.
It's a good one.
That's that path, isn't it, though?
Looks like the summit's wherever you want it to be. I'm saying it's here. This looks like the highest. What are you saying, Tom? Do you think this is the highest point?
This is it. I'm very brave. I never normally climb up this.
He said the colourful rocks and everywhere is colourful, so... What a view though. Boss. Bowfell's got a nice view around it now. You can just see Crinkle and Tarn there in the background. What a wild camp. And Great End to the left.
Gable and Great Gable.
Oh yeah, Great Gable. Sick, man, what an area. This is one of the best areas by far, boss. And Scarfell Pike's just over there in the distance, behind the clouds. We need to hit the right here, yeah. Yeah, man. Back on ourselves. So Alan Crags is on the left, yeah. There's a lot of people coming this way towards Great End and Scarfell. Must be a popular route. At an angle, Tarn is just over there, just out of view. Why did we not bring swimming gear the one time? That looks absolutely class. That's up there with like the other angle, Tarn. Loads of people down the bottom. Sick, man. After have a look at this angle Tarn, didn't we? Have a little rest here, may as well. Flying for time. We going in though? That's the question. Gotta be honest, I fancy the swim, but it's absolutely ice cold, and these people are going for it.
He's
Oh,
in.
he's gone.
He's in.
Oh, it's alright actually.
Yeah?
It seems worse than it is.
Oh no, the sun's gone in.
The sun has to go in, doesn't it?
Feel like you just need to go for it.
Oh, it's cold.
Can you breathe?
Freezing.
Just breathe. You'll be fine.
Oh, it's cold that. No, it's not that bad once you're in. It's like just weeds everywhere. It's actually not that bad.
No.
Well, that was unexpected anyway. Worked you half an hour little break there, mate, going for a swim. Nice pair of wet bills in my bag, and you're good to go. The old commando. On to the next one anyway. We're just below it actually. Just heading up to the last one of the day. Rossett Pike, 651 metres, 6 Wainwright boxed. Nice and easy, just come from Tarn there, literally 10 minutes if that. And we are done for the day. Got a long walk back to the car though, probably about 3 miles. But what a walk this has been, absolutely sick. And a little swim to finish it off. It's been a good one. So we're just going to take this nice easy path below. The GPS saying go that way, but that takes you to the same place and it looks nice and just fairly straightforward, mate. Right people, the Head of Langdale, let's get into it. You'd have seen on the video I'd said about parking. I parked in Old Dungeon Gill here. It's basically just a hotel and a pub, but I did see the night before that there is actually free parking up the road. So if you look here where Old Dungeon Gill is, just down the road here, there's a bridge. And as you can see here, there's a big lay-by. Fit quite a few cars to be fair. My plan was to actually park here, but when we done this walk, it was bank holiday, so it looked like everyone was wild camping at the time. This was completely full. I made sure I left early to get parking, but it wasn't happening. Some people do go on the bridge, but I didn't fancy that. And there's a couple of spaces here. I would assume there's traffic wardens who come around and fine you. And I know a lot of people probably think, well, why you're always trying to get free parking? quite an expensive hobby nowadays with petrol and stuff, driving up here every week. So, you know, if I can avoid the parking charge, I will. Anyway, we ended up parking in Old Dungeon Gill. The car park's absolutely massive and it's National Trust. I don't have a National Trust membership, but if obviously you do, it'll be free to you. And then this must be an overspill field because this was full. And even this was fairly full in the morning. That weekend, there was loads of campers and people staying overnight, even though it says you shouldn't, but I don't think people really care. You can get it free if you're lucky, but just bear in mind you might have to pay £7.50, I think it was, or just use your National Trust badge. But yeah, anyway. So let's have a look at my route. As you can see, parking, Old Dungeon Gill. There's actually a campsite nearby as well. I did notice that. You could actually stay there and just walk on from there. So you can see from the Ordnance Survey map, which is a bit better, you basically pass through a farm to start before you see me cross over the river, over a nice bridge. This area is quite cool to look at. You've got quite a steep ascent straight up to Pike of Blisco, which is 705 metres. It's steep but gradual, and it's pretty much like a step section all the way up. It's one of those walks where you get a lot of the ascent out of the way to start, which is a good thing. I prefer that personally. You seen when I was up there was quite a few people ascending from different routes, and as you can see here, there's quite a few routes heading up there from different areas, but a lot of people have come up this way by the looks of it. As you could see, that was one of the best Wainwrights I've seen. Just absolutely boss views everywhere around you. Got a good cairn on the top. It's just a nice fell, man. I thought it was brilliant anyway. So the Stuart Marshall route actually heads down here and round Red Tarn back up to Cold Pike. I'd actually lost the route. I don't know why, something has happened with the download, so I had to just navigate myself, but I had a general idea where I was going. Because I lost the route, I didn't go around Red Tarn. I actually ascended up here on a path towards Crinkle Crags, actually this goes, and then back on myself to the second one. And then it's heading up to Crinkle Crags. As you can see on the map here, there's quite a few summits. Wainwright did mention that there is 5 summit cairns on top of Crinkle Crags, and I was a bit unsure which was which, to be honest. I'm not entirely sure, but I think I went to all 5. I think I ended up finding them all. But as you can see, cairn. Gunson Knot, I think, is included as one of the cairns, and then where the 5th one was, I don't know, but I'm going to assume I must have summited the highest point, because I got around here and you could see 2 cairns and there wasn't anything higher at that point. If I didn't, please mention in the comments. I can always go back and get it again, but this looked like the highest point to me. So you would have seen me going up the bad step. It's obvious where it is when you come across it. If you don't want to do it, there's a way up left. A lot of people say it's dangerous. I can imagine in winter it would be all bad weather. I'm not the best scrambler in the world or anything, and it's fairly simple if you ask me. Just make sure you got 3 points of contact when you climb it. You know, be careful if you're doing it in maybe winter, icy or anything, or wet, because it's high enough to fall that you could seriously injure yourself. So just bear that in mind when you're doing a bad step, or even if you're taking up maybe dogs or kids, just bear that in mind. But there's always a way around, worst case if you don't fancy it when you get there. But yeah, Crinkle Crags, boss mate, love it up there. And then up to Bowfell. I'd looked at Bowfell loads of times when I've been in the area and seen it. I always wanted to go up there because it's 902 metres, which is high. Just rocky up there, just a boulder field. I didn't see anything up there with it being cloudy, and I can imagine on a good day it was being a brilliant fell, so don't let that discourage you. But I don't tend to hang around too long. I had a quick bite to eat and then headed down to the next one. Then you head over to Esk Pike. I couldn't see an official summit on there, so we just went to the highest point we could find. There is a pile of rocks and stuff, but you know, you can make your own mind up there. It's a good fell though. The rocks are all colourful. It was quite cool actually. So you come off Esk Pike down towards Tarn, and you've got Great End here, Broad Crag, and then Scarfell Pike's just over the way. Been in this area quite a few times. I've camped at Sprinkle and Tarn in the past. Just up here, Seathwaite. I do love that area, man. It's class. And yeah, we headed down to the last one. Nice gradual descent. And we come across Tarn. Obviously, there's 2 Tarns The other one where Tarn Pikes is a lot more popular for wild camping, but this was absolutely sick. I normally carry swimming shorts, but this time I never. And Dom just said to me, just go in your boxies. Thought, why not? And it was, it was refreshing, man. And we've been walking for quite a long time. And I was a bit tired at that point, and it was just great, mate. Great for your feet. Just get in there, mate. Take a pair of swimmers if you're doing this route. Get in there. It's absolutely quality. And we had a little half an hour there as boss, mate. And then your last one's Rossett Pike. It was a nice par of stones. All right little fell. Not much more to say about that one. It was decent. I think I mentioned in the video as well, Stuart Marshall route would have come off here, cross here and down this path to where I ends up. But we were looking from Rossett Pike down and we could see this path we took. It went the same place anyway. So we ended up just taking that down to the river again. And then you've got a nice walk down the Cumbria Way here. Good couple of miles, I'd say. Just flat. Back to the car there. One of my favourite walks, that. Easy, one of the best. And if you get it on a good day, mate, fantastic. I'd love to even do it in winter, to be honest. Have a quick look at the stats. It ends up being 13.5 miles. And it took us 8 hours and 51 minutes. The Wainwright and 36 Walks website had said 8 to 10 hours. We could have done it a lot quicker if we didn't take breaks. So yeah, that was our moving time. So we've spent around 2 hours with breaks. If you would just crack on and do it, you could get on that fairly quick, man. We were enjoying ourselves that day, so we just took our time. We weren't really racing against the clock or nothing. And yet more Wainwright bagged, mate. All in all, though, people, absolutely sick walk. Just give yourself enough time, get yourself a swimming, get it on a good day, belter. Absolutely brilliant, and some of the best fellas in the lakes for me. As always, people, everything could be linked in the description below, and I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy.